like the sea, growing tall like the tree. This I'm learning about me, and I like it, I like it. Oh, I'm getting to know me. Feeling proud, feeling grand. Yes, I'm getting to know me. I finally understand that by getting to know me, I'm giving credit where it's due, and I like it, I like it, honest I do.
About 3 weeks ago, I met this girl. Her name is Francine Madison. She and her family just moved here from Chicago, and she is slick. She knows how to do everything, all the latest dances, how to talk to boys, how to dress. She has so many clothes, and she's teaching me everything she knows. I never learned so much from somebody outside of my family before.
Hi, I didn't expect to see you till this evening. How's Francine?
I brought Francine by. She said she wanted to see the shop and maybe buy something.
Oh, all right. Well, you just look around. If you see anything you like, let me know.
Okay.
There you go.
The parsley.
How am I doing?
Oh, okay, I guess.
You can move some of these things over there.
The jewelry is fantastic. Yvonne, come here. Look at that necklace. That piece is fine. Yeah, it is nice. How much is this, Mrs. Jackson?
Oh, that's a one-of-a-kind piece. It was handmade in South Carolina. It usually sells for about $20. But I guess I could let you have it for $15.
It's really beautiful. But I think I'd be saving for it for a long time before I could afford it. Oh, Mommy, Francine wants me to go to the movies with her tomorrow. Around 2 in the afternoon.
I guess that should be all right.
Thanks, Mom. Well, I better be getting on home now. I promised my folks I'd be home in an hour.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you stopped by. You have to come by the house sometime. For dinner, maybe.
Thank you, I will. And I will be back, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Bye. I really like her shop. You must be proud of her. Yeah, well, she's my mother. You know how that is. I really like that necklace. Yeah, it was nice. I really wish I could afford it. If you like, I could ask my mother to hold it for you. Do you think you could pick it up for me? Sure. When do you want me to get it? When can you get it? Well, I could have got it today, but I didn't think you had any money. I don't. Well, then how am I going to pay for it? Well, if your mother didn't know who took it. That's stealing. Oh, you don't know anything. That's not stealing. Taking something that doesn't belong to you is stealing. Look, Yvonne, it's your mother's shop. That makes it practically yours. So everything in it is practically yours anyway. I don't know about that, Francine. It doesn't sound right to me. Yvonne, am I your friend or not? Yes. Well, trust me, it's not stealing. I've got to go now. All right, I'll see you at the movies tomorrow. Maybe. Hey, where you been? Want to trade plucks? I'll race you to the house. Leave me alone, Kwame. Can't you see I'm thinking? About what? A problem. What kind of problem? Bug off. I was just trying to help. Mommy said that shop would one day be ours, right? Yeah. So that makes everything in it practically ours, right? I guess so. Why? Well, it doesn't concern you. Francine, I've been thinking about what you said, and I guess you're right. So I'll try and bring the necklace tomorrow when we go to the movies. Come on, Yvonne. If you don't help me out, I might have to miss football practice. So So, if I miss football practice, I might not make the team. Well, I'm going to the movies with Francine, and I'm leaving in about an hour. Does Mama Violet know this? No, she doesn't have to, because I asked Mommy yesterday. Well, you know what Mommy and Daddy said. If you want to do something and they're not home, you gotta ask Mama Violet. No, I don't. Mommy said it was all right, and so it's all right.
Yvonne, come here and go to the store for me.
I'll take Kwame go.
Kwame got to go to practice in a minute.
Well, I'm getting ready to go to the movies.
Says who?
Mommy said it was all right.
Ain't nobody said nothing about no movies to me.
I've been planning this for the last 3 days.
Well, how come this the first I heard about it?
Well, I thought that...
If you had told me about it beforehand, I could have planned for you to go earlier. Now, I got to have this cornstarch and washing powder from the store.
Francine is going to be waiting for me.
So you just go and call her and tell her you're going to be late. And if you don't hurry, you're going to be later than that.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing with this paint on your fingers?
Mommy said it was okay.
You sure?
Yes.
I bet she didn't expect you to have your fingers looking like no Jezebel. I think you better take it off until your mama come, and then y'all can talk about it.
But Mommy said it was all right.
We ain't gonna argue about it. If your mama say it's all right, it's all right. I bet she gonna raise sand when she come here.
Yes, ma'am.
I ended up being late for the movies because I had to go to the shop and get the necklace. I sure was lucky Mama was busy in the back room and never noticed me taking the necklace or my bright red fingernails.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, girl, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. You just don't know.
It was nothing.
Well, the movie started already, and I don't want to go in on the middle of it. Who polished your fingernails?
I did.
They're awful. You ought to fix them. Well, it's the best I could do. Well, I'll fix them for you. We can go over to my house. Nobody's home. If you want, I can show you how to fix your face up, too. Maybe you can go shopping with me tomorrow. I can show you how to shop for your clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have fun.
About time he got home. Mama Violet was wondering when you would get here.
So I'm home, so...
Are you still sore about today? It wasn't my fault.
Is that you, Yvonne?
Yes, ma'am.
Mighty long movie you went to see. Expect you better get ready for supper. Your mama will be home soon.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, Kwame.
What happened to your face?
Get out of my way.
Hey, little girl. What have you done to your face?
She looks like a clown, doesn't she, Dad?
Wait outside for me, Kwame. I'll practice with you a little later.
Yes, sir.
I thought you were going to the movies.
I was.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that the theater in town had a cosmetic counter.
But all the girls in my class...
That is not my question. Look at your face. Do you have permission to use makeup?
Sort of.
What is sort of?
Mommy said I could wear nail polish and lipstick.
Yeah, well, no, unless you put lipstick on your eyes, you've done considerably more than that.
But all the other girls wear...
You are not all the other girls. You are Yvonne Jackson.
I'm the only girl in my class who still looks like a kid.
That's because you still are a kid.
But I'm almost grown.
Almost grown, but not grown yet. So it's still all right for you to look like a kid. Now get upstairs and get that stuff off your face and get down here and help Mama Violet.
Yes. Seems like I can't do anything right.
From the looks of things, you just about right.
Well, I don't mean to mess up.
I know. If I remember correctly, I had a right hard time myself when I was your age.
You did?
I suspect most children have it hard around that time. I had a couple of young'uns myself, you know. Your grandma Gladys gave me more trouble than a little bit. Couldn't buy no clothes to suit her. And we used to go at it regular about her hair. She didn't like it too much because her hair was kind of kinky. And she used to spend hours in the kitchen with the hot comb, me on the other side. And to top that off, she had the nerve to be tender-headed. She'd jump just about every time I put the comb to her head. That child was so conceited and concerned about what she looked like. I never knowed why. Looked just about the same no matter what she did. It's about time for your mama to be coming home from work. Why don't you go on out to the bus stop and meet her?
All right.
Hey, cut, Kwame. Cut to the right, man. Cut. Hey, with that rate, you beat Jim Brown in no time.
Well, I don't want to be another Jim Brown. I want to be like you.
Yeah, what brought you to that conclusion?
Well, you tell funny stories, you're smart, you're my friend.
Hey, when did you say tryouts were for the first string?
Well, the first game is next week, and then Coach says it'll decide tomorrow.
You ready?
Well, I've been practicing as hard as I could.
Hey, well, you think that's hard enough?
I hope so.
Yeah, well, let's see. Go long.
I don't know what Mama wants to talk to me about. Whatever it is, it can't be good. Already today, Mama Violet and I have had more arguments than we've ever had. Oh, and then there's the makeup and Daddy. Then there's the necklace. I can't help but wonder about it. I know Mama will miss it sooner or later. And even though what Francine said about the shop being practically mine, it made sense. But taking that necklace somehow doesn't seem right.
I talked to Mama Violet this afternoon, and it seems like you're having a little trouble dealing with who's in charge when I'm not home.
What do you mean?
Well, when I said you could go to the movies yesterday, it was with the understanding that you would talk to Mama Violet about it.
But why do I have to ask Mama Violet if you already said yeah?
Because she is in charge of the house when I'm not there.
But if I have to ask you, Daddy, and Mama Violet every time I want to do something, I'll never get to do anything.
We don't say no to you just to be saying no. You ask me and your father to find out if we approve. And you ask Mama Violet so she can plan her day. You know, sometimes she needs you to do things.
But that's...
I don't know what you're complaining about, Yvonne. When I was growing up, I had to answer to every adult in the neighborhood. And you know I didn't like that, but I learned to deal with it. Everybody looked after everybody else's children. And if they caught you doing something you weren't supposed to do, they would light your fire right there and then send you home for your parents to do the same.
Okay.
I know what you're going through, Yvonne, but it's not nearly as rough as it could be.
I guess not.
You want to go to the shop with me tomorrow?
And work all day?
Sure, why not?
Go long, Kwame. Come on, go. All right.
Well, good afternoon.
Hey, great catch, Kwame. Keep that up, you're gonna make first string. Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, how's your day?
Fine. I had a good day. A lot of sales, especially jewelry, and there was... Oh, Yvonne, that reminds me. That necklace that Francine was admiring yesterday is gone. But you know what? Your grandma Gladys might have sold it. I'll call her and ask her about it.
Brenda, I think your daughter, Yvonne, has something to tell you. Isn't that right, Yvonne?
What? Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope it can wait until after I change clothes.
It will. Yvonne used to be hard to get along with, but now she's ridiculous.
Look, Yvonne is going through what you call a pre-adolescent crisis. Another good word would be confusion.
About what?
Everything, man. Come on. See, the chemicals in Yvonne's body are starting to change. She's on the way to being a woman. But she's still a little girl. So sometimes she gets confused. Doesn't know who she is. Know where she belongs.
Well, how long will she be like this?
A couple years.
That long? How am I gonna deal with that?
Well, don't knock it. You got to go through it, too.
When?
Well, it's hard to say when you get started, but once it does, you'll know it.
How? 'Cause you start acting different?
Well, your body will start changing. Like, you'll get hairier, and your voice will change.
You mean my voice will be like yours?
No, not quite. But not for a while, anyway. It sounded a little like mine and a little like yours. Man, I remember when I was going through that. I used to go with this girl named Alberta Johnson. Whew. She was fine, but anyway, I was supposed to meet her parents, and I wanted to impress them with how mature I sounded. As soon as I opened my mouth, my voice went there. Ruined my whole evening, man.
Well, I hope when I start going through my changes, I won't be as bad as Yvonne.
Well, since you got a first-hand account of what's happening, maybe you'll know how to deal with it.
How?
Well, first you got to find somebody you trust and get to know him real well. Then if you have any hassles, well, you can talk to him and ask him for help.
You mean somebody like you?
Yeah, someone like me.
Mommy?
Yes.
You said that this shop would one day be mine, right?
Yes. Well, yours and Kwame's.
So that makes everything in it practically mine, right?
Well, one day.
So if I take something, it wouldn't be wrong because everything in it is practically mine anyway, right?
No, Yvonne, that's not right. The things in it aren't yours to take yet. What are you talking about, Yvonne?
I took the necklace.
When did you plan to bring it back?
I don't. See, I gave it to Francine.
You gave... How did you give away something that doesn't belong to you, Yvonne?
Well, Francine said that I wasn't a real friend if I couldn't take something away just as little as a necklace.
That's stealing, Yvonne.
But Francine said...
Francine is not your mother. If it wasn't stealing, why'd you do it behind my back?
Because I didn't think you liked me giving something that expensive away.
Well, you're going to have to pay for it. You know that, right?
How am I going to pay for it?
You should have thought about that before you took the necklace. Yvonne, a friendship you have to buy isn't worth having.
But I didn't.
Yes, you did. Don't you realize that your friend got you to steal for her by using your friendship? I had a friend like that myself once. Her name was Joyce. Now, she didn't get me to steal, but I was the one who ended up getting in trouble. See, this was when we were in school, and your father didn't even pay any attention to me. I didn't exist for him. He had a girlfriend already named Alberta Johnson. So this friend decided we were going to glamorize me for him. But I had to get my mother's makeup and her jewelry. I got her favorite rhinestone necklace and earrings.
When we finished fixing me up, oh, I was too cute. You couldn't tell me nothing. Till I got to school. All the kids laughed at me so hard, I locked myself in the cloakroom all day and cried. On top of that, I ruined my favorite blouse with the running makeup and lost my mother's rhinestone necklace. When she got home, she was furious.
So what happened?
I got grounded for about a month, and I had to do everything from babysitting to washing clothes to repay her for the necklace. I know you may feel like you're completely alone. You may feel like nobody understands what's going on. I felt the same way. But there's somebody that understands. Your grandmother Gladys, even Mama Violet. We all have been through things like this before, and we understand. Believe it or not, that's one of the things I'm here for.
Francine wants me to go shopping with her. Can I go?
Are you serious, Yvonne? After she's shown you she's not a good friend? What you should be trying to do is trying to figure out a way to pay for that necklace.
That's one of the reasons why I want to go.
Okay, go ahead. But after you get back, I don't want you out again for 3 weeks.
But 3 weeks? I don't really know what to say to her, but I know what I have to do. My mom has been my friend a lot longer than Francine.
Hi. Ready to go?
The necklace.
I know, it looks good, doesn't it? It took me almost 2 hours this morning trying to find what would look best with it.
I want it back.
What? You must be kidding. You gave this necklace to me.
No, Francine, I don't think so. See, you cheated me out of that necklace. I think you knew it was wrong for me in the first place to take it. And you older than me. You should be ashamed of yourself. It was wrong.
Who said it was wrong?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm supposed to be doing you a favor and I'm the one to get in trouble. And you laughing in front of my face.
I'm not laughing.
Look, are you my friend or not?
Of course.
Then give me that necklace.
I only wanted the necklace. Are you gonna come to my party?
I'm not sure if I want to come.
Yvonne, you're the only real friend that I have.
You sure don't act like it, Francine. Real friends don't get each other into trouble.
Well, I'll make it up to you, Yvonne. I promise, I'll make it up to you.
I don't think you can.
Hey, sport. Hey. What's the good word, man?
Nothing.
You made the team, didn't you?
Yeah, I made it, but I didn't
For
make...
what?
I didn't make quarterback.
Well, what position did you get?
Tight end.
Well, that's a pretty good place to be. The way I see it, 1 out of 2 is a pretty good average. Tell me something. Did you do your best?
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, that's all that matters. Look, why don't you let me relax and we'll throw some, okay?
Yeah.
All right. How's your day?
Remember that necklace that Mommy was talking about?
Yeah.
Well, Francine wanted it, so I gave it to her.
You gave it to her?
But I got it back.
Does your mother know about this?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna give it to her tonight.
Maybe all this is happening at this point in your life because, well, doing more things on your own now. You're making friends and your mother and I aren't around. I'd like to make a few suggestions.
Like what?
Well, you know all that folklore that Mama Violet, Grandma Gladys, your mother and I told you? Mama Violet's quilt and the people in it. Those old family recipes. And Grandpa's tall tales.
Well, how's all that gonna help?
Well, to give you a strong sense of who you are, where you came from. Both in your culture and your family. Gives you direction. You know, can help point the way for you. You know, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if you talked to your mother. You know, she went through a lot to be the woman she is. And Grandma Gladys and Mama Violet, too. Remember, they've already been through what you're going through.
I guess that makes sense.
What are you gonna do about Francine?
I don't know. She still wants to be my friend. I don't know if I should. It's just that I should start thinking for myself.
And now that's it.
Daddy, growing up sure is hard.
Sweetheart, life is hard. But you know, Mama Violet's got a proverb for that.
What?
Life is half spent before you know what it is. And it looks like you are trying to make a head start.
Moving strong like the sea.
I guess I'm really lucky to have the family that I have. Their stories and old sayings have taught me so much about myself. They've taught me how to deal with other people, how important it is just to trust and depend on somebody, and just who to listen to. But I guess the most important thing is knowing you have a history, a whole collection of folklore, from our family to the entire family of black people.
Flying like the bird, speak my mind. Now I'm